back with us to share her experiences for the last couple of years. So Autumn, what's been going on?
Well, I've actually been on sabbatical for the last year, focusing more on the energetic healing part of body work.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm getting ready to go back into working again, so I'm excited for that, to incorporate both the energetic along with the physical.
Tripping. Autumn, can you tell all of us about your experiences in new spas that you've worked in, or are you still working for the Medi Spa that we talked about earlier in the videos?
I'm no longer working at the Medi Spa. I'm no longer working at any spa. I am my own businesswoman, have my own clients. It's exciting. Like I said, I've been on sabbatical, but I've built up a really good relationship. And I'm excited to get back out there and like incorporate the new, roll it in with the old, and I'm excited for that. I was working, before I went on sabbatical, I was working as a private contractor, and that was an incredible experience. I got to work when I want. I woke up when I want. I got to pick and choose my clients. It was incredible. There was no, since I went to people's homes, I didn't have to worry about any of the spa environment. I didn't have to worry about any co-workers. It was straight to the point with the client, and it was beautiful. I got to create the experience in a place that they were already comfortable in. So it was one of the pros of working as a private contractor was that I really got to go and experience people in their own space, and I really connected with individuals that really wanted my services, and it was a joy. And I wasn't like the con of working in a spa-like environment is you're given clients, and even sometimes when you ask not to be placed with a certain client, you are, regardless of asking repeatedly not to sometimes, you know. So it's nice to, it was nice to be my own boss, and I think that's really what helped me transition into my own practice with people that I just felt was a beautiful synergy. Nothing is forced, nothing is pushed on me. I'm in that perfect state of centeredness to really be able to apply my best self to the practice. So I'm really proud that I've accomplished a lot in such a short amount of time, because I see people get stuck in franchises. I see them get stuck, you know, and saying all those angry yeses. And I really started saying loving no's. Like, no, I'm not going to do this. That's not how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be able to give a 5-star performance unless it's done my way. And if I'm doing 100% of the work, then why am I not getting 100% of the money, you know? So I really had to start looking at my energy. My time is all that I have. And it's so valuable to me. And I think all therapists out there should know that their number one priority is their own health, their own peace of mind at the end of the day. And working for myself now, it's like I set my hours. I see who I want to see when I want to see. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. I did have to get in there, and I did have to walk. I did have to work. I did have to cry and sweat and scrape, you know, and starve for a while. But it's led me, I think, even to having a stronger presence in each and every one of my services, because it's like
yeah, most franchises or spas these days, yeah, they all have pretty much terrible, horrible management that don't really care about anybody. What happened to you? Can you explain like what was going on, or if it's a touchy subject that we don't need to talk about or know
No, that's fine. I quit because I wasn't in an environment that was feeding my best work experience, my best, you know, like I said, I went in and things weren't being taken care of, things were overlooked, and it's the simple things, and it's the attention to detail that is so imperative from the minute the client walks in to the minute they leave. And I was just seeing little things where I was like, hey, this needs to be addressed, you know, this needs to be addressed, and it falls on deaf ears. And over time, when all of a sudden it's like, why am I in this environment? If like, I'd walk in sometimes and I'd be like, the sheets are stained. I don't, if I was if I was getting a service and I pull back my sheet, and I'm not gonna lay on like a dirty looking sheet. And it was like, just other things where it was, I think for me, if I'm not comfortable with a client and I state, I'm not comfortable with this client, then when I signed up for this job and I agreed to take it on, the little thing in there that I signed for as well was stating that if I'm not comfortable with someone, you're going to respect that and give this to someone else, to another therapist. And I think that's why I know that is why I quit my second franchise, because I repeatedly came to them and said, I don't schedule this person with me. It's not a good energy exchange. I'm uncomfortable the entire service. Don't do this to me. If I have to walk in and see this person on my shift, on my schedule, it really does, like the whole day all of a sudden it's like, oh, I gotta gear up for this, what I call like an energetic vampire. It's like I'm not gonna be in a room where someone is just almost purposefully not enjoying their time. I don't know how to say it. It's like we just don't mesh. Don't put me, if it's water and oil, respect me and my time, because as your employee, I still need to be respected. I need to come into a space, an environment where I can be 100% relaxed, with a peace of mind, knowing that I can give 100% exceptional 5-star.
Switch gears off of it. Well, actually, you know, we'll stay back on franchises. We'll make this the last question for that part.
Joey.
The clientele that you're normally working on, do they actually come on to you because you're obviously very attractive, like most massage therapists are? And I have seen through many franchises that therapists like you, always male or female, tend to have their clients always coming back, requesting you over and over and over, or asking for extra type of massages. Can you explain to all of us your experiences with all of that?
Oh, fun. I've had some crazy experiences, okay? I have a very powerful presence, and I know that there will be no transference. I set my boundaries before I even walk in the room. Like, I have my energetic shields up, like I set the space for healing to take place. So, but there are those really certain clients that are just so disconnected, and they come in and they're just such in a disrespectful state of being that they have no respect. The fact that I've done over 3,000 of hours of training, you know, that's just for massage. You know, it's like I've done thousands of hours not to do any sort of sexual act. It's almost like a slap in the face. And I've cut services like that. Like, sir, the service is over, or ma'am. Like, I've had equal amount, like women and men have come on to me. And the first thing I do is say, I'm going to step out the room. I'm going to let you get dressed. The service is over. Just like that. In a very calm way. I'm not starting anything. But I also know, and I'm very firm in my energy, that I can de-escalate a lot as well. Sometimes people need that firm no, because I don't want to demonize them, because they are people that probably have not been touched, or they're people that just need the touch. And I understand that when you're in that state and you're touching, and we are physical beings, that we crave to be caressed and You know, I can understand we're in that moment and they're feeling relaxed. You know, all of a sudden they can go into that mind state where it turns sexual for them. Even though the therapist can be in a very clear state, like I'm doing this, it's body work, I know my intentions, I'm working the muscles, I'm looking at the fascia, I'm watching the joints. That person still could be laying there like, oh my God, they're touching me right next to my glute. Oh,
Oh.
I wonder if I just like try to show them my privates. Maybe they'll, you know, and they're in that moment and you can't blame them either. But the thing is to, again, be very calm and let them know, like, this is it, this is over. And I can explain afterwards. When you're fully clothed again, when I'm feeling safe. Because this whole service is not just about you. It's about me as well. How am I feeling? How am I holding up? How is my breathing?
So, oh no, I can't ask that. I already asked that. So in these incidents that normally happen, if a guy or a creeper is what some people call them, and they get a little aroused and they want you to go lower, or I don't know what they want you to do, but some sort of act that gets them off. But is it always guys that do that? In your training and experience?
I'd actually say that women have been more forthcoming in their dances. Men have been more vulgar and frank about it. There's a difference, you know. But again, men are taken by force and women are more gentle and, you know, rub your leg. You know, men are like grab or expose and it's like, whoa, you know. I have to like really force the brakes to de-escalate this, right?
Right.
Whereas with a woman is more suggestive, it's like, no, I'm just going to tuck you in a little tighter. You want to expose yourself? I'm going to just shove that sheet under there. You know, because you can make it very clear to people.
Right.
And sometimes it's always okay to let people know your boundaries. It's my bubble.